Austin is also the co-founder and commissioner of Fan Control Sports and Entertainment, the latest hot mobile sports technology platform. Fan Control Football is the world's first fan-run pro sports and entertainment company who received a $40 million Series A raise in 2021 with lead investments groups Lightspeed, Delphi Capital, and Animoca Brands. Fan Control Football has received a great amount of press, including publications in GQ, Forbes, Fortune, Slate Magazine, The Wall Street Journal, Pardon the Interruption, Fox Sports, The New York Times, and Sports Illustrated, just to name a few. Fan Control Football also has a partnership with NBCLX, Peacock, DAZN for their linear distribution. Fan Control Football has also been nominated for Sports Emmy for Outstanding Digital Innovation on Twitch 2021. Austin is also co-founder and chief brand officer of ATHLYT, an NIL Athletic Platform to help all student athletes grow their brand through NIL. So with no further ado, we give you Ray Austin.
Hi. How are you guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes,
awesome.
Thank you.
I guess I'll just get right into it. First of all, I want to say thank you to Renee, Paul, and Serena. Those guys have been awesome since I've been able to meet those guys, and just having a really great time being a part of their family. So I'll get right into it. Ray Austin, the University of Tennessee graduate, played football out there in the late 90s with the big-headed quarterback Peyton Manning. And when they say Tennessee is back, this is what they were talking about back in the 90s. It was a long time, but still, we're back. So super proud to wear the orange and white. I went off and got drafted to the New York Jets, played there for 3 years, and then the Chicago Bears, and had a short, NFL career like most of us. And, thank God I was able to, last enough to have a pension, because that's kind of what you work for, to have a career, to have a pension. And, but I didn't know what I was going to do afterwards, but I always had a passion for athletes, helping out athletes. I love to train. I love to, really connect with young athletes. And so I opened up a gym, a facility out in the Chicago area, a 40,000 square foot gym, trained over 2,500 athletes. 4 of those athletes went to in the NFL, which I was really proud of. And also had some partnerships with Nike back in those days. But as I grew here in Chicago, playing with the Bears, still kind of had a little bit of a name. I've always wanted to get into entertainment. So I ended up getting signed with the agency out here in Chicago, Stewart Talent and Elite Model Management. And I know a lot of you guys are looking at me like, man, this dude does not look like a model. And you're right. You're absolutely right. But there's different types of modeling. So there's runway, there's high fashion, commercial, and lifestyle. And I fall into that commercial lifestyle area. And I've done probably over 3 or 4 dozen national print ads. I am one of the only African-American models for a boot company in San Francisco called Ariat. It's a huge international company. And to give you an idea how big that is, I had been modeling for them for the last 7 years. And for the first 3 years, I was making so much money, the company called my agent. At the time, I was with Ford Models, and they called my agent and said, we can't pay him anymore. We would wonder if he would like to come on as an actual employee, and we would give him salary, benefits, and 401k. So as of my 18 years of career in modeling, 7 of those years, I've been able to establish a 401k with a company. And I've also done over 127 commercials, national commercials, done such shows as Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Empire. If you guys ever watched Empire back in the day, I will tell you something funny. I am Jesse Smollett's granddaddy. So think about that. And I've been a Screen Actors Guild member for 18 years, and really proud of that, having that second career after football. But now currently, I am the co-founder and commissioner of Fan Controlled Football. And as Michelle Roberts was talking about Fan Control Hoops, this was an idea that I had and 3 other guys had 10 years ago on a back of a piece of paper. And we wanted to figure out how we can get fans to run an actual football team. And we decided to go out and raise some money, put together a team, And we did that. And 10 years later, 2021, we raised our Series A. And I know athletes are all about trophies, and so am I. I've had a lot of trophies in my day. I don't know if you guys can read that, but that says an investment over $40 million from Animoca Brands. Probably one of the most proudest things that I've done, because it was an idea in my head. You know, sometimes you're always being funneled in is just saying that you're an athlete. They like to put us in boxes, and the fact that I was able to come up with an idea that people believed in and gave us money for was pretty awesome. And so we have partnerships with distribution partnerships with Twitch, DAZN, Peacock, NBCLX. We had over 20 million people watching 20 million people watching our content, as well as playing in the game. And we had over 109 million global views all over the world. We had some fantastic team owners. We tried to do something very different, not having the old white guy with the collared suit owning a football team. We wanted to make it a lot fresher and change the game of sports. And so we had some awesome team owners like Marshawn Lynch, Richard Sherman, Quavo, and shouts out to Takeoff. His funeral was last night. But and we also have great Renee Montgomery. When you talk about brand ambassador, you talk about the definition of what a brand ambassador is. Just look up Renee Montgomery, and we found probably one of the most talented females to come into our organization to help us grow that business. So super proud of that. We are now in the process. We actually have scouts right now, Mike Bibby being the head coach for Fan Control Hoops, and Ryan Blake, who's doing our scouting. They're actually in Houston right now scouting for the basketball league that we're putting on next year, which is so great. And Miss Renee Montgomery will be the head of culture doing that damn thing. So I'm so proud of how she's growing her brand and what she's done with our company. And lastly, before I run out of time, I talk about ideas and having passion for athletes. When the NIL, and I don't know if you guys know what the NIL is, but NIL is when college athletes were able to make money off of their name, image, and likeness. And when this came over the NCAA, I knew what was going to happen. I knew that they were literally just going to only focus on the top 1-2%. And I wanted to do something different. I wanted to think about, what about everyone else? It doesn't take one or two people to win a game. It takes the whole locker room to win a game. So we developed a platform that focuses on the 98% of athletes that won't get NIL opportunities. And we started our focus at HBCU schools, female sports, and also D3 and D2 schools. So we have the whole GSAC conference signed on: Grambling State, FAMU, the FAMU Marching 100. We are also talking in partnerships with Athletes Unlimited right now. I don't know if you guys know who those guys are. They just raised $30 million as one of the top professional female athlete leagues out there. So we're super excited to be working with them. And we're looking to sign a term sheet in the next week or two with Fanatics. So we're a startup. We just getting started, and I couldn't be more prouder to be a part of something like that. The name of it is called ATHLYT, and I spell it with a Y, because I want our athletes to always remember, like, what is your why? Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you train so hard? Why are you trying to make it in this game that you're doing? Always waking up, remembering and thinking about your why. That's something that I try to focus on, in everything that I do, and I'm going to continue doing that. So